We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
180! To what? 180!
Jackson looking to throw right away. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf. Nice shot! Middle!
Lamar back to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
The separation, well, it comes in the preparation. And this defense, well, they were prepared. They identified all week long the weak points in this offense, and they keep hammering away at it. This is why you do your homework, kids. Good things typically follow.
3rd and long for him here. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. He's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit up. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something. But go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Now this is Henry. And this one had no chance, hitting well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. Jordan Stout on now to punt. They could really use a good one here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
319! Hey, 88!
To throw is Rodgers. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. The first carry now, Rashawn Smith. And not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
319!
Tight end going in motion here. Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
Their own 29-yard line.
Wanna quit?
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Hey, come on! Yo! Come on! 180! Hey, come on! Set up!
1st down, here's Lamar. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
180! Hey, come on! 180! Hey, come on! Hey! Come on!
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
He is stumped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st down throw for Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson trying to get on 2nd down. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson now on third. Finds him on the crossing route. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Play action. Here's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Craig, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Here's Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Rodgers off the play action. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we can get burned deep.
Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. That run good for 8. Now they've got third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 5 on the play, and the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Rodgers. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Wallace with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Now here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Throwing again is Lamar. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
Play action now with Jackson. Hits him on the out route. Oh, this big guy is moving. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Rodgers from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running for the marker on second. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Complete out to the right. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. To the line and set. Here we go. First down. From the pistol, Smith. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points in the lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
Their own 18-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Andrews has it, working downfield. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Hey, report.
Lamar off the play fake. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Nice shot. 13.
Lamar throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Hey. Sit on. 180.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens tie this game at 21.
Tyler
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. Putting the tight end in motion. Play action here with Rodgers. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Now on 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Steelers first down.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
He'll throw it. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. This from 48 on the left hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. It's caught by Wilson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Lone back gets the handoff. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens, 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Wallace with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Oh, he lost the football. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
All set to go now from the 35. There's a dive up the middle. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
319! Back north.
Another carry for him. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and an AT for attack. Exactly what he just did.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A pickup of 17. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Smith can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets some more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they sent him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, in this case with 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Go ahead. 180. Sit hot. 180. Sit hot.
They go play fake with Jackson. He puts some juice on it. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
On 1st down, they'll run. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. He brushed him off with ease. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
180. 180.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That throw behind his intended target. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you'll be more interceptions.
For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
180. 180. 180.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Running Torres, here's Henry. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Into the end zone, but not brought in. He falls incomplete. He will bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch the lead to 23.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Poor choice this time to bring it out. So they contain him before he even reaches the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Jackson throwing here. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Jackson yet again. Rolling out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Buying some time left. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. 1st and 10 from the 32.
It's a turnover on down.
We are going.
Give now to the running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. That ball's out. Smith lost it. And the Ravens make the recovery.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never...
Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end there on first down and just couldn't make the connection.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Hop on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Let's see what they went with on third down. Rodgers from the gun. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Warren running between the tackles. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. In motion right is Metcalf. Going to the ground again on first. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's third down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
His kick is good at the ends, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports with my partner in the booth, Brock Huard.